This is Joe Wayne with the Anticointelpro show, and this is the news that you've been waiting for. This is the warning. This is the canary in the coal mine for all of you people who continue to laugh at silver stackers, for all of you people who continue to blindly trust the dollar, which by all accounts is in a completely controlled death spiral. Okay? We can no longer put our trust in the American dollar. And indeed, the entire world is running away from the dollar just as fast as they can. This United States government, this shadow government, this government in exile of the people and their will, has completely thrown everybody under the bus in order to just do whatever they want, whenever they want, for whatever their psychopathic agenda is at the time, not having the foresight to look 10 minutes down the road. So what they have done, they have completely ruined any kind of goodwill that any other nation has had in the past for the U.S. to be the world's police, which we should have never been the world's police. But the reason that we continue to try to be the world's police is to try to force our will on the entire world, negating the fact that whatever we do is only in the best interest of the bankers, not of the United States government, and not in our allies' best interest. So this is the canary in the coal mine. This is breaking news. Now, if you have never listened to me before, please listen to this. If you think that I am crazy for telling you folks to buy silver, buy it now. Buy it low, because pretty soon you won't be able to afford it. And this is why. The death of the dollar as the world reserve currency is now upon us. And here is all the evidence that you need. And if you blindly shrug your shoulders at this black and white documented truth, then you deserve all the hell that is coming for you. This is coming from the crux. And this story is dated April 23rd, 2015 by Kelly Brown of the Stansberry Research Group. The International Monetary Fund is one of the most secretive and powerful organizations in the world. No, it is the most powerful organization in the world, not one of. They monitor the financial health of more than 185 countries. They establish global money rules and provide bailout assistance to bankrupt nations, i.e. Greece. And on October 20th of this year, the IMF is expected to announce a reserve currency alternative to the US dollar, which will send hundreds of billions of dollars moving around the world literally overnight. And what this is going to do, folks, if you have noticed, if you do the grocery shopping in your family, then you would have noticed that the dollar has been consistently devalued week upon week and month upon month for the last couple of years. And it has been exponentially increasing over the last year, and really increasing starting 2015. Everybody is running away from the dollar. There is no more consumer confidence in the dollar or in the United States government. They have burned every bridge they have crossed, and they have stabbed every one of their allies in the back for their short-sighted personal political agendas. And if you need more convincing that silver is going to be the monetary resource until we have a new currency agreed upon, installed, printed, and distributed, well, this should be your rude awakening. J.P. Morgan Chase, and this story is coming out of Gold and Silver Worlds, This is a story actually from September 28th of 2014. And this story delineates the hoarding of the largest amount of physical silver in history. And that is indeed the headline of the story. JP Morgan holds the highest amount of physical silver in history. And at the time, folks, this story details the hoarding of JP Morgan's silver supplies to exceed between 100 and 200 million ounces of physical silver. And it says in parentheses, if not more, which is quite true. And that is a story from September of 2014. Now, as we are in April of 2015, those silver reserves are to exceed, many say, 300 to 350 million ounces of silver. And these are the highest amounts of physical silver that have been hoarded by any private entity in history. Okay? 300 to 350 million ounces currently is what's estimated. Well, here's another story to bolster those other two stories if you did not need another slap in the face of reality. Well, here it is. And this story is dated April 16th of 2015, and it delineates the secret meeting of all the world's bankers. And it was held right there in the den of the globalist wolves in D.C. And this secret meeting was held in response to the first story that I went over. Of course, that is the world reserve currency alternative that the IMF is going to announce on October 20th. Folks, wake the hell up. I have been trying to warn you folks for so long. And if you want to be able to barter using silver during the collapse, I mean, this is after of course, the initial violence and civil unrest, the initial complete decimation of all the racks in the grocery stores, of all perishable and non-perishable items, okay? What's going to happen in October 20th? And this information has been getting out by many different resources. As you know, folks, I have told you, this is exactly why Jade Helm 15 is positioning assets in so many different states. This is why Jade Helm 15 is positioning these storage containers at Walmart. Just numerous storage containers. They are for military assets to be stored in and opened up right after this announcement. Because after this announcement on October the 20th of an alternative to the current world reserve currency, which is the dying and dead US dollar, there's going to be mass civil unrest. There is going to be a lot of violence. There is going to be the institution of martial law to combat this civil unrest, okay? This is going to give the one world global government the impetus to put United Nations soldiers on every one of the streets here in the United States of America and around the world. Because the dollar, being the world reserve currency, doesn't just affect us when it collapses, it's going to affect the entire world, okay? So they are trying to control this collapse as much as they can without telling you outright, look, the collapse has happened, you better get ready, because they don't want to send the world into a panic mode, because they themselves, being the elite, want to try to stock up on their silver and gold reserves. They want to stock up on their bunkers, you know. They want to stock up on their food, and they want to run and hide from what they have done to the entire world in the name of the United States of America and our dead dollar. So get plenty of the little silver rounds, okay? Because that's what you're going to use to barter once the troops have started marching on the streets and patrolling once they have quelled the civil unrest and put all the ones who weren't prepared into the FEMA camps. Those are the ones that the FEMA camps are designed for. They are designed for all of the idiots who live in the moment, who do not know how to prepare, who could care less about preparing because they don't have anybody but their sorry ass selves to prepare for. So, just like the kids, they believe nothing's ever going to happen to them. They don't study history, so they do not know history. I'm trying to tell you folks, get your little, as many .999 silver rounds as you can, the little 1/10 of an ounce silver rounds from Silver Shield. And this is not a plug for them, folks. I don't work for or get any money for these recommendations, for these warnings, okay? I'm doing this to help every good American, black, white, red, brown, every color of the rainbow. If you're a good American and you want to prepare, then listen to what I'm telling you, folks. Listen to this last warning that you're going to get before the dollar is collapsed and civil unrest begins. This is Joe Wayne with the Anticointelpro show saying get prepared and get prepared now, or get prepared to go to a FEMA camp if you're not. Good day.